Well, good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck. It's Tuesday, July 4th, so happy 4th of July to everybody. So this morning, I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to actually try to get my old hot rod truck running. I did a video about this a while back, and they said that I had to get the battery charged up because it had some kind of electrical issue. And well, what turned out to be, I think I mentioned it in another video, but what turned out to be is the battery itself was bad. Well, at the time, I didn't have the money to change it, and I was coming up on my surgery, and now I'm well down the road past my surgery. Tomorrow will be 6 weeks. I'm going to do a video about that, but I can't do anything to it until I get a battery for it. So what am I going to do? Well, today I'm going to pull the battery out of it. AutoZone's open on the holiday, and I'm going to go get another battery for it. So I got my wrenches and the stuff I need to take it out. So I'm going to stop this right now, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Got the new battery, got it installed. I like to use these little green cardboard trays. They come with cases of V8 juice, and boy, they're handy for a lot of different things. I save them all, and when they get dirty, I just throw them away, but they certainly make a good thing for keeping your tools together for little projects like this. And of course, I got my fender cover, and I also use my little step here, and the purpose of that is so I can get a little better angle to lift that battery out of there. That battery's kind of heavy. I'm just getting off of my light duty. I'm not supposed to be lifting anything. So now let's see if this thing's going to start. Well, I haven't tried it yet, so you'll be getting it at the same time I do. So let's come around here and let's see what happens. This thing hasn't been run since mid-March. And there it is. I mean, not be running very good, but it's running. See, before it wouldn't idle at all, and I think it was because that battery was bad. So, let me shut this off again. I'm going to move it up there to work on the garage, let it run for a little bit, and we'll see how it does. I'll be back in a few. Well, folks, it's the driver again. That's apparently what the problem was the whole time, was that battery was bad. And let me tell you a little bit about what that was. I talked about it in a different video, but to save you from having to go try to find that one. Apparently the battery had gone bad in here, and it still had enough voltage to crank the engine over, and it would still run. But it didn't run very good unless the alternator was charging. So what would happen is when I let it go down to idle, it would just barely keep running. It kept dying, and it was running really, really rough and making all kinds of weird noises. But as soon as I got a little RPM to it, so the alternator picked it up, then it seemed like it ran okay. So I was thinking initially that it was some kind of a sensor of some kind. And then after I got to thinking about it, I remembered years ago I had the same problem with a different truck. And so I thought, well, maybe it's the battery. So I tried reconditioning the battery, and the best I could get out of it was 9.3 volts, which you wouldn't think that would work right. But basically what it is, it'll make it run, but it's not enough to make the computer operate correctly. So it ran really, really bad at idle. So this morning, the spousal unit finally told me I had enough money I could go ahead and get a battery for it. So I went over and got a new battery over at AutoZone. They're open on 4th of July holiday. Come over here, put the battery in it. You saw that I got it started. So off camera, I let it run for a little bit. Took it for a little drive around town, and it's running just fine. So it's back on the road again. I feel kind of silly that I let it sit for so long. But, you know, my surgery and all the stuff that went with that kind of took priority. So now that I'm getting back to the point I can get back on my projects again and get out and do a little bit of work, I'm going to probably pull the van down a little bit later in the driveway, and I got a couple things I want to do to that. And then a couple of the guys want to go up on the mountain for 3 nights, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to go with them or not, but right now that's on the table. So the important thing is I got my old hot rod shop truck running. It seems to run pretty good now, and I'll probably start driving that as my daily driver for a little while until I get caught up on some stuff on the van. So with that, I'll let you all go, and have a good holiday. Stay safe. Love each other. Take care of each other. And I'll be back again in another one here pretty quick. As soon as I find a button, I'll just say peace out.